Hi everyone, welcome to the demo of our updated 2025 Personal Finance Spreadsheet. So upon your purchase, you'll receive access to our templates folder. Initially, this template is in view-only mode. You would need to make a copy in your Google Sheets account to enable editing. To do that, just click File on the upper corner and click Make a Copy. Select Make a Copy from the options. You can then proceed renaming the document, but make sure to select the My Drive from the folder options before you click Make a Copy. So another reminder, make sure to not click Download from the options, otherwise it would be converted into other formats and it will alter some of the formulas. In addition, I've also included a user guide to help you navigate and set up the template on your own. Alright, so once you created copy in your Google Drive folder, you can then proceed with the setup. For the purpose of this video, I'm going to open the sample folder for your reference. So in the start sheet, this is where you set up the template. So the first thing that you have to do is select a calendar year. So I have here 2025 to year 2030. So you can still use this template for the succeeding years. I've also added a section where you can input your financial goals and a breakdown of your budget for needs, wants, and your future goals such as your savings and investment. So it is set up at 50%, 30%, and 20%, but you can edit the percentage breakdown later on. In this version, I've added more rows for categories such as bills, expenses, debt, and the loan tracker. I've also included quick links section for easy navigation. Okay, moving on to the cash projection sheet. So this section is basically a tool that will help you plan for the future needs and make informed financial decisions. So just enter your estimated cash inflows and outflows throughout the year. Next, we have the bills and subscriptions tracker. So in this updated version, you can now see the number of active subscriptions and the canceled subscriptions. I've also included the total amount and the due amount for the current month. Here we have a chart for the breakdown of bills and subscriptions and the monthly overview of the total amount we've. Alright, so as we scroll down, we have here a dedicated space where you can input your bills and subscriptions details. So if it's a fixed amount, just enter the due amount, but if it's not, just the estimated or average amount due for each month. So for the terms options, we have monthly, quarterly, and annual options. Then for the date column, just enter the actual date. Now, if it's a recurring bills or subscription, just tick all the checkbox for the month, for each month. However, if it's not a recurring bills or subscription, just check the box when it's due. So for example, for my GoodNote subscription, since it's an annual subscription, I would only need to check the box for the month of June. Also, don't forget to update if it's a canceled subscription already. By the way, this tab is linked with our bill calendar. So in the bill calendar, you'll see the due bills and subscription for each date and the total amount due for that specific date. So to update the month, just enter the month, for example, March. So the calendar would automatically update based on the month that you've entered and the year that you selected in the start sheet. Next, we have the transactions tracker. So for the first column, just select the date, and then if you want to track your weekly cash flow, don't forget to fill in the week number as well. So for March 22, that's week number 4. The month column would automatically populate based on the selected date. And then for the transaction options, we have income, expenses, bills and subscriptions, and so on. For this example, I'll be selecting expenses, and then for category, Let me see. Personal care, and then for the tags, just select if it's a need, a want, or something for your future goals. So since this is an expense, for example, let me change this to makeup. For example, it's a want. Ayan. And um, lip tint. And then for the cash in and cash out columns, if it's a cash out, just enter values in the cash out column. If it's cash in, just enter values in the cash in column. So since this is an expense, I'll be entering the value in the cash out column. So for example, 500 pesos. Then I'll just proceed with the account options. Now, all your entries in this transactions tracker would be linked on the rest of the sheet. Moving on with the annual dashboard. So this annual dashboard would give you an overview of your actual cash flow throughout the year. So this is fully automated, so you don't need to enter data on this page. All the values here would be based on your um, transactions. Next, we have the savings and investments tracker. So here, I've added some charts to help you track your progress for each saving and investments goal. So just select options from the drop down. The charts would automatically be updated based on the selected option. Okay, so as we scroll down, we have a table where you can input your details for your saving and investment goals. So you only need to enter data on the pink columns and rows. All the white columns and rows would automatically be updated based on your entries on the Start tab and the Transactions tab. Alright, so as we swipe to the left, you can see here the total value of your savings, investments, and sinking funds. So you can also have here an overview chart. And then as we scroll down again, I have here a table where you can easily track your track transactions based on the selected category and the selected month. Okay, I have also added an account management tab to help you track the cash in and cash flow for each account. So at the very top, we have your year-to-date cash in and cash out and the latest balance of all your accounts. I also have here a chart for an account overview and a cash flow trend for each account. Then for the table, this is where you enter each account description, which is optional, and then enter the starting balance for each account. Now, the cash in, cash out, and latest balance would automatically be computed for you. So again, this would be based on your entries in the transactions tab. Next, we have the debt tracker. So at the very top, we have here charts to help you manage and track your loans and your debt. So again, you can select um, creditor from the drop-down options, and the chart would automatically be updated based on the selected option. So as we scroll down, we have here a table to input your loan details such as the loan date, the schedule, the starting balance, interest, if it's annual rate or monthly rate, then input the percentage rate. Now, the minimum amount would be based on your entries in the white columns. Okay, and then the gray filled columns would automatically be updated or computed for you. Lastly, we have the monthly dashboard. So, the monthly dashboard gives you an overview of your overall cash flow and transactions for each month. I've also added charts for your monthly expenses breakdown, your income sources, weekly cash flow, and budget status. So for the budget breakdown, you can select between your budget, which is based on your budget breakdown in the setup tab, and then you can also select the actual budget breakdown. So this chart would automatically be updated based on your selected tag. So for this table, just select or just enter values in the pink rows and columns such as your starting balance, your expected and budgeted values for each category. We also have here a summary of your expected and actual cash flow for each category. Okay, and then I've also added a chart to give you an overview of your cash flow for each account for each month. Then for the last table, we have a daily expense summary, and then in the last column, we have a budget left status. So this budgeted amount would be based on your expected values on the total bills, expenses, and your debt. And that's a wrap. You're now all set to use your 2025 Personal Finance Spreadsheet to take control of your finances this year. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my personal finance and productivity tips, and drop a comment below if you have any questions. I'd love to hear about your financial goals for 2025, so share them in the comments. And if you ever need help, you can always reach me at knitpagesPH on Instagram. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!